Hang on a second. We're going to switch that around. Oh, goodness. There we go. Okay. All right, ladies. All right, ladies. I think I got everything fixed. Hello to whoever's in the chat. Just hanging out with the girls. We're coming in from the, hanging out. I put a new pop-up puppy playpen out, or not playpen, but a little tunnel for the chickens. Hey, girl. Hey, girls. What you doing? My goodness. Let's see. All right. There we go. Oh, I don't know what that was. Oh boy, I'm having problems. Let's see. Flip the camera. Oh, what did I hit? Oh, I think I hit the green screen. I don't mean that. Sorry. Oh my goodness, I'll get this together. I'm not used to going live on my phone. Hello to whoever's here. Say hello. We're just hanging out with the girls. Hey girlie, where you going? Hello, hello. I'm not sure who's dropping hearts, but thank you so much. And some smiley faces. I'm not seeing the chat for some reason. Let's see. Yep. It says the chat's on. Okay, well, we're just hanging out with the girls tonight. It's a pretty evening. Hi, Tender. I just put some treats out for the little ones. Let's see, let's get some more. You're going to see them all get excited because I'm about to open up the container. Oh my, what do I got? Watch out. Watch out. Oh goodness. Just dropped the lid. Here, want some treats? Sorry, I got some on your back. Goodness, how nice of me. Let's go over here. Come on. I'm trying to get them used to the little tunnel. We'll do it like that. Put them all right there. We'll see if that'll help. Maybe get to go in. Of course, Chanel, I dumped it all on their back. So I'm not really sure what's going on with the chat. Somebody could say hi. That would be great. Not sure. Here you go, baby. You want some there? Oh, good. Thank you, Aunt Lynn. Thank you. You must have just gotten home. I'm so glad you're here. Making sure that the chat's working. I bought a chick tunnel from a thrift store. Our favorite one, Aunt Lynn. So I've had it for a while, and I just found it, so I brought it out to the girls. They're not sure that they like it. There are treats on the inside. I'll walk around. See, there's treats in there. We'll see how long it takes for someone to go in. Boy, it's such a pretty night. I've got treats over here. I better go put this lid back on. There's little Miss Faith. Hey, Faith. She's my disabled girl. Put that. Hi, Tender. Boy, your beak is filthy. Girl, your beak is filthy. You've been digging into something. Hi, Midnight. Midnight has been quite the loud one. I've had my windows all open and I could hear her screaming. Coco is in the birdie breaker right now, and that is her friend. So, yeah, she's not happy right now. But it is what it is. Waiting for Coco to get out of birdie jail. We are in the new, here I'll show you, we are in the new little run. Well, big run. It's one run, and the beauty of it is I can walk underneath of it now and not hit my head. Hi, Christy. Thank you for being here. How are you doing? Just doing just a little pop-up live. Hanging out with the girls. Brought them out a tunnel. Oh, thank you. Hey, Joey. Hey, this is just a little pop-in. We are coming from inside of the run. It is all finished. There it is. So I thought maybe we would just kind of do a little pop-up. And then I found my tunnel that I bought from a thrift store. I bought that a while ago and put it away, and I forgot all about it, waiting for the run to get done. And yeah, so I brought it out. I've got some treats in there, so I'm going to see if anybody will go into it. You know how chickens are. They're kind of no thank you to new things. So we are just waiting to see if anybody will take a stab at it and go in. It might take a couple of days knowing these girls. I hope everybody's having a good day. It's gorgeous out here. I'm actually kind of cold, believe it or not. For those who don't know, that is my disabled girl. She's been like this for about 2 years. Something happened with her hips. Yeah, it's a Taj Mahal. It is. Yeah. So we have a nice roof on top. Eventually this is all gonna get stained in a maybe black is what I'm thinking, but it's that pressure treated wood. So you know how that goes. You got to let it dry out for a little while. And then I am going to come back. I'm going to buy some black paint. When we do the chicken run, I'm going to buy the black paint because I want to paint the hardware cloth and the fencing. And what it does is it does an optical illusion so you can see right in. And in the morning, I enjoy watching my girls from my window. And so I want to be able to see into the run. And so that's going to be coming, but I'll be doing all that probably sometime next year. At this point in the game, I figure I'll just do it all at once and let the wood dry out. It is very sturdy. We had 88-mile-an-hour winds last week, and it withstood it, so it's pretty strong, which is good because we are in a wind tunnel. As you can see, there's the field right there. And so this is a wind tunnel coming through, and we have straight winds. So it has to withstand the wind. And then here is their little coop that we built. So that's the girls' little home. I'm going to be putting pictures in here of the girls. I'm thinking on doing like employee of the month type things. Like who's laying the most eggs as a joke. But yeah, it gets real windy where you're at too. Yeah, it's really ridiculous how windy it gets. But so in the wintertime, we used to use, I don't think it's still not, well, yeah, there's a little bit still left, but that plastic roofing material, we're never going to do that again. Hey, Rochelle. So this year, starting this year, we're going to be using a thick mill plastic to line the run in the winter time, just to block that wind off the girls. Employee of the month. Yeah, we're going to do an employee of the month. You have chickens. You get it. Who's laying the best eggs? Ooh, Tweety is getting close to the chicken run. Or that tunnel. Let's see if she'll actually do it. I don't know, chickens are funny. So, anyhow, that'll be something that we're going to do different this year. And then Sir Grace built the little perch thing. In the middle is part of a tree that we tore down, and we're slowly tearing it down. So he repurposed the wood, and then we had some leftover 2x4s from this project, from the build of this run. And so he just built that little chicken perch. The girls don't actually perch on it right now. I find them all like up underneath of it, kind of like it's a hangout spot. I don't know, it's weird. So just the way it goes sometimes. It takes time. And then that's one of their dust baths. My girls like to get up high, perch up high and things. So this is just one of those concrete pans from the Blue Big Box store. Hey, Jerry, thank you for being here. So this is just the concrete pan, just a cheap one. And so that's what we use for dust baths. Still no takers on the tunnel. So anyhow, but we're just waiting to see how this, oh goodness, see who takes a first run in here. Still no takers. This might be tomorrow. I don't know. My chickens are weird. A lot of these girls are older. Still valuable. We still keep them. They are, most of them are 5 years old. I have a couple of them that are 2. But I know these girls pretty well. I know their behaviors, and they're slow to things. But, we're just kind of hanging out. It's a gorgeous evening. I think I need to get a new thermometer thingy, because I don't think that's right. I think it fell one too many times. So it is a lot cooler than that. I would say it's probably 60 degrees out here. Ooh, she's got her head in. Maybe. I had a 9-year-old chicken. Yep, a pet. Yeah, they are. I find value in older birds. I don't judge anybody if they're culling their flock because of their age, but I find that these older girls did a great job in teaching the new girls kind of the ropes, with, when it's time to go in to the coop on their own. So we have an automatic chicken door opener, and the girls, I found that they just really, they tucked them up underneath their wings, so to speak, and taught them all the ropes. Oh, she must be laying an egg. But one of my new girls, she's gray. This black one right here, this is Raven, this black Australorp. And Chloe, the gray bird, is very skittish. And I find that Raven actually protects Chloe from getting pecked on too hard. And then she just kind of sticks with her. So just one of those things, and she is 5 years old. So I don't know, I think it's important to have the older girls too. Um, okay, I'm not sure what that's all about, but last night, I don't know where Scott's at, but last night, the Canadian Army or Air Force, Canadian Air Force was here. We had a lot of Canadian geese right out in this field. And it's pretty funny watching the geese all kind of like squawking at the chickens and the chickens squawking at the geese. I mean, it was fully on last night. And they've been coming around quite a bit. Kind of funny. You can keep the geese. No, thank you. No, thank you. They come down. A lot of them will hang out in this field in the winter time, like late winter, early spring. Um, so we get quite a few. So we call it the Canadian Air Force. In fact, I talked to Scott and I said, "Hey, Scott, just so you know, the Canadian Air Force is invading us." And we both laughed about it. So that was last night. But no, I do like my chickens. They're probably about the only kind of bird I'd keep, to be honest with you. And then I have grandkids, and they love coming. Well, the oldest loves to come out, I should say, not the other one, because the other one hasn't been out with the chickens. But the oldest one, she'll come out, and she knows exactly which bucket is the treats, and she'll go over and get a whole scoop of them, and then go, "Here you go, here you go, here you go." And it's so precious. So, and these girls absolutely adore her. This one right here, her name's Chicken Tender. She sees that granddaughter, and she literally runs to her because she knows that little miss is going to dump a whole huge scoop of treats right in one spot just for her. Chicken strip for dinner. Oh, you goofball. How are you, Randy? I'm so glad you're here. Hopefully you're having a good night. Yeah, my son named this one Chicken Tender because she's the most tender of them all, is what he likes to say. So we have funny names for our girls. And then this one right here is Chanel. That's Midnight. Midnight's this one right here. That's Raven. Tweety. Faith is laying down. She's my disabled girl. Minnie is Sir Grace's girl. She's the pure white one. If you watched the video of me dancing with a little hen, it was this one. Her name's Glinda. Hi, Glinda. Hi, Glinda. I have a couple of guineas. They are noisy, but they let me know if there's a predator nearby. Oh my gosh. Guineas are amazing with sounding off the alarm. For sure. For sure. My girls don't get to really free range without supervision. We live in a subdivision, and dogs are sometimes out, so not by choice, but they are a predator to chickens. So when they do free range, it's under supervision. Otherwise, they stay locked up. Our biggest predator besides dogs is raccoons. And I just found out the other night there's a raccoon living pretty close to here. And so it's going to be rehomed. I'll just put it that way. Soon. So anyhow, I have Atelia the hen. She had to come to Jesus meeting, and she's much nicer now. You know, some people will take their chickens in or around the stew pot and say, "You better straighten up, otherwise this is where you're going to be at." We have one right now that's in the broody breaker. That's Coco. And yeah, she's a frequent flyer with that one. She doesn't get mean. Let me just see something. Do you have water in here? Let me check. Okay, you do have water. KFC is hiring. Yeah, right? Have you seen the coops where it is the KFC coop I'm telling you, everybody and their brother has sent that to me and told me when we were redoing the run that we should build a KFC coop for the girls, which I think is hysterical. Um, and no, I will not be building another coop. We have just the one. And the run is done, and we will not be rebuilding the run. It was built completely differently, that if we have any rotting, it's easy to like take the wood, which you can't really see because the girls have all put the mulch on it, but it'll be an easy swap out. And the 4x4 posts actually go into these stakes that are 4 feet down in the ground, and they're bolted in. So we did this design. It was, I should say, my husband and a friend, very good friend, worked on it, and it's easy to fix out if we find something that needs to be replaced. Versus the last run, and we had a lot of rotting wood when we took it apart. It wouldn't have lasted much longer, so probably a good thing that we had to replace it. Not saying that a concussion would have been a good reason to keep doing it, but that's what happened. I had 2 concussions from the old run, so we built up, and I'm actually standing underneath of it. I can stand underneath. It's got a slope, and so I can stand right at the end and not hit my head. So, okay, Randy's seen the coop. I think they're hysterical. It only starts with one, right? She was jumping on top of my head and pecking me. I held her upside down for a few seconds, and she stopped that. Well, yeah, for sure. Mine, in the summertime, I don't wear these shoes. I wear flip-flops out here, and they will come up and they will peck my toes as if they're like little treats, and I don't feel it as bad. I have neuropathy, so I don't feel it, like the pain. I feel it, but I don't feel like pain with it, I guess maybe it's the right way of putting it. So I let them just do it. I'm like, whatever. But I won't let the girls do that to anybody else just because I'm sure it hurts, but I don't feel it. So I'm like, whatever. They're not hurting me. And honestly, their beaks are like their fingernails, or fingers. They like to touch everything. And so I know at least these girls are not doing it to be mean. But yeah, I wouldn't let them do it to anybody else just because. So my little ones have chicken shoes to wear out in the chicken yard, their own little chicken shoes. So that's what they will be wearing, which will protect their little feet. But it also is good for biosecurity for them to have their own. So that way they're not wearing outside shoes in an area that I want controlled. Because you don't know what's on the bottom of your feet, and I don't want my girls getting sick. So we have special shoes for everybody. Even the ones that come over, we don't let them in the chicken run unless they're wearing one of my pairs of shoes. I'm just that particular with them. So anyhow, it's just such a pretty evening. Still, nobody is really taken in on this one. Let's see if Tender will do it. Never mind. No, thank you. But anyhow. Hey, girly. Hey, girly. Hey, Tender. You got your beak all cleaned off finally. Okay. This one over here has got Midnight, has her foot wrapped. She had a bumblefoot, so we are dealing with that. So it's like having a little shoe on her foot until that heals up. She's got Coban on. And then I have another, Coco's got bumblefoot too, so we're dealing with that. Which, no big deal, just keep their little feet clean and bandaged up and let it heal. Hey, girl. anyhow, but no, we're just chilling. Here's Minnie. Minnie is who got my husband into taking care of chickens. This one's Minnie. She's the one that suffered a brain injury a few years ago. And oh, good, I'm glad you're here. She suffered a brain injury a few years ago, and at the time, my husband was like, "Well, I'll support you, but they're your chickens." And when she had her little brain injury, I took her to a poultry veterinarian, and he checked the dexterity of her feet, and one of her claws wasn't like gripping on the vet's hands right. And he was able to look her in the eyes, just basic test, and he said, no, she suffered a brain injury, that's why she's walking backwards. And so my husband got involved in helping out with her care, and then after that, she has really liked him. If he were out here, she would not be standing right here. She would be following him around in the direction that he's walking. And then when they're free ranging, she will literally follow him everywhere he goes. And then when he was working on this, she was like his little foreman. It was kind of funny. So she's really helped him, and chickens have really helped my husband. So I'm always grateful to my neighbors who are friends of mine for allowing the girls to be on their property, because where I live at, chickens are illegal, and you can see where my house is at. We're really close to them, but my chickens live on a farm 15 feet off my house, and yeah, it's been a blessing for my husband to have the chickens. So I always am grateful to them and all the goodness. Well, you guys, I've been on for almost 30 minutes, and my battery is close to dying. I didn't check it before I went live. I should have. Well, I just want to say thank you to everybody for hanging out. I hope everybody has a great night. We'll go live again from the chicken yard. Y'all have a great night. We'll see you guys tomorrow night at 4:45 Eastern Standard Time. Bye.